Hello you guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're returning, thanks for clicking on another video. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Erin. I like to do all things makeup, movies, and books. So here today we're going to be getting into a makeup collection I'm really, I was going to say very, and I'm really excited about. This is Colourpop times Avatar. I have the palette here and a couple other pieces from the collection. I did not get the whole collection, even though I am a huge Avatar fan, because I didn't want to get all of the things in the collection, and I also really love the packaging and everything, but I didn't love all of the products that they had. So I'll get into the details about that, but we're going to get into all the nitty-gritty about this collection, what it has, and being a huge fan of Avatar, someone that watched it when I was younger and has rewatched it since then as an adult, I just really have a special place in my heart for this particular TV series, and the whole brand of Avatar is just so up my alley. So with that being said, we're going to hop into a quick little demo of the products, talking about the products, and also talking about from a perspective of a fan if this collection measures up to what I would expect from someone collaborating with one of my favorite TV shows. So if you like these types of videos, definitely give this a thumbs up by the end of it, and also subscribe to the channel to see more content like this. I also do movie reactions and book content here on my channel, so if you're interested in those topics more than makeup, then definitely check out some other videos. I always link playlists and videos down below, or you can just go to my channel and search it up. So without further talking, first let's go through some of all of the products I have here, and I'll show you guys what I got. So I didn't get every single thing. I was thinking when they first announced this and teased it on Trend Mood, I saw it on Trend Mood, and then I went on Colourpop's website and I was like, okay, Colourpop's Instagram, and Trend Mood is an Instagram account that shows a lot of makeup news if you didn't know. And so Trend Mood showed Colourpop's teaser that they had posted, because I always go to Trend Mood to see the upcoming news and stuff. And so I went to Trend Mood and I saw that blue arrow, and I was like, I knew immediately that was Avatar. And so I was like, okay, let me go ahead, and I'm getting ready. I'm going to be making sure my wallet is right, my money's right, because I'm getting the whole collection. That was my first initial thought. When they showed the collection, I was not as enthusiastic. I think I still at first thought, I'm gonna get the whole collection. I don't care, because I love this show so much. And Colourpop, let's be honest, they always kill it with the packaging. Whether or not the inside looks great is another story, especially with their palettes. But I was like, I'm gonna get the whole collection. But the more I started thinking about it, I was like, I don't need everything in this collection. And so I just chose the products that would best fit what I needed, and also satisfy my, sorry, that's my dog, but also satisfy my want to have products. As I was saying before I had to go open the door, I bought the pieces I wanted, and so I ended up getting the palette, which the palette has this outer carton box that looks like this. So it has the 5 main characters of the show, which I absolutely love. These characters became so much a part of so many of our lives when we were watching this growing up. And for me, I watched this during my middle school days. Like, I don't even know how many years Avatar was on, but I distinctly remember it being on when I was it ending when I was in 7th grade, because I remember I watched the season finale in the summer between 7th grade and 8th grade before I went into 8th grade. So, and I was like so excited for that. I was crying. I was like, it was like the biggest moment for me, having that finale episode, which was so big for many of us. But that being said, I absolutely love that we got to see these characters put onto some makeup products. I'll get into my feelings about some of the stuff, some of the characters not being included as much. But so when you get into the palette, this is the outer part of the palette. It is cardboard, which I really like, and it has the title here, and it has Avatar Aang, and oh gosh, I'm blanking on names today. I cannot remember the names. I know it's not Lord, what is this little dude's name? I haven't watched this in many years, you guys, but okay, yeah, I literally just stopped and looked it up. It's Momo, and I completely forgot. Okay, so yes, Avatar, Aang, and Momo on the front here, and then on the back we have the shade names, and it's all like shiny. Love it. When you open it up, it's Appa, Aang writing him, so cute, and then again the title. And we get into the palette. There is no mirror in this palette, which I'm fine with, because I just want more Avatar design. And so we have a very much mostly neutral palette. There is a row of blues and a row of reds. I really love those blues. They're really pretty, but I really love those reds as well. And so we have each of the different bending styles represented: water, earth, fire, and air. And so you can get a very neutral look. You can get a more you know, neutral pop of color, or you can go all the way color with the blue and the reds. Okay. Oh my god, so pretty. Okay, so that's the palette. The palette was $22, which is a bit more expensive for Colourpop, but that is usually how it goes with collab palettes. They are a bit more expensive than their regular palettes that they do through their brand. Then I got a Super Shock Cheek, and this Super Shock Cheek is got Aang in his avatar state there. Really cute packaging. Again, I'm keeping all the packaging. I don't even care. Especially I tend to keep some of the packaging, especially if packaging of collabs I tend to keep. And then when you open it up, it has the symbols there, and it says Avatar: The Last Airbender. This one is a pearlized Super Shock Cheek, and it says Got Glow. So really, really pretty. Let's do a little swatch. I love the Super Shock cheeks and Super Shock shadows. So a really pretty, like, pearlized highlight. I got the one that was more of a goldy color. I did not get the other. There were two Super Shock cheeks. I didn't get the other one because, again, like I said, I think the design on both of them were the same, and so I just picked the color that I liked best. So knowing that the design on them was the same, I was like, I don't need to buy this just because, you know, and it's got the same design. Next, I got this adorable Appa mirror, and it has him on the front here with all the characters, or not all of them, but Aang, Katara, and Sokka flying off of him. And it is just like a compact mirror, which is something that I really love. I can never have enough mirrors. Oh, this is taped. None of the other stuff was taped. Okay, I don't want this video to be too long. Okay, and so I'll probably tape because it's a mirror, duh. Okay, so yeah, it's packed in there real good. So cute. I love having mirrors, and especially with collabs, I tend to buy the mirrors because they're adorable. I bought the Barbie mirror times Colourpop, and I love that mirror, but unfortunately my niece broke it. She slammed it against the wall, so I no longer have that one. I wish I could get it back, but I'm pretty sure that one's gone. And there's the mirror, just a nice little compact mirror. There's actually two mirrors in here, and it says yip yip, which is what they say when they're on him. Okay, I also got this Jasmine Tea Overnight Lip Mask, and it has Uncle Iroh from the Fire Nation, from Zuko's uncle. And if you're an Avatar fan, you probably already know all of this. I don't know why I'm saying all of this. And if you're not an Avatar fan, you don't know what characters I'm talking about right now. Smells really good. Now, I got the lip mask because I really do like Colourpop's lip mask. I really, really do. Matter of fact, let's put a little bit on right now. Really hydrating mask. Okay, next I did pick up all 4 of the cream gel liners, and kind of a lot of it was the packaging. So we have Toph here representing the earth bending discipline, and this cream gel liner is more neutral shade. It's called Groundbreaker. I really wish we would have got a little bit of the representation of the green for the Earth Kingdom in either the liner or the palette, but that is not the direction Colourpop decided to go, and some of us that are fans are really missing that green factor, but I'll be satisfied. The blue one here is got Katara on it, representing waterbending, and this one is called Making Waves. Love that color, really pretty. And the reason I also got all 4 of these, because honestly, you don't need 4 new liners, but I do really like the formula for Colourpop, so I decided to go ahead and get all 4 of them. This one is from the Zuko Fire Bending one, and it is called Fiery Fierce. So that shade there, really nice shade, super creamy. Like I said, I love these formulas. And then the last one has Aang on it with Momo, and this one is representing the Earth Kingdom, obviously, or Earth Bending, and this shade is called Blown Away. Colourpop always has some interesting little names. They're good with that. That one's really nice. Has almost like a pearlized finish to it. Okay, last item I got from the collection. Like I said, I didn't pick up every single thing. They did have a few lip products. I only picked up one, and this one is the one I picked up. This one has the something warrior. I forgot that. I'm terrible, you guys. but like I said, I haven't watched it in a few years. But the name of it is Fresh Kiss, I think. Maybe that's the name. Yeah, and it's one of their glossy lip stains. And again, I really love the packaging and everything. It's beautiful. Okay, with that being said, while I do really like majority of this collection, I do have my issues, like I said, with the color story of the palette. I feel like they could have gotten a little bit more creative, maybe popped in a couple greens, give us a little bit of color, you know, it's Colourpop. And one other thing that really bothered me was the characters they decided to put. I love all the characters they put on the packaging. That's not it, what I'm saying. But I really would have loved to have seen Sokka get his own product, like many of the other characters, like Katara has, Toph has. And not to say that I don't love these, but what would have hurt to put in one more cream gel liner and have a Sokka liner, you know? Or give him a lip mask or something, you know? Because I definitely would have bought it. Sokka's one of my favorite characters. I find him very hilarious. So that kind of, you know, it bothered me a bit. You know, I would have really loved to see him have his own product and be represented a little bit more in the collection. He's only on like very small portions of it, and then on the front of the palette box, which some people don't even keep their palette box, which if you're an Avatar fan, you're probably keeping every little piece. But I'm saying it would have been nice to see him be represented in a product. And I also would have, even though Azula was a villain and evil, I would have liked to see her on a product. She was one of the best villains in the entire show, and so I think that it would have been cool to see her represented as well in one of the products. You know, something fiery, something that would have represented her personality and also how influential she was throughout the show. I think it would have been cool to see her on something. Maybe they will do a part 2 and represent those characters a little bit more. But yeah, like I'm saying, I wish we would have seen more from those two characters. Even Mei Li, I think that was her name. It would have been cool to see her on something as well, I think. Is that her name, Mei Li? I think it's Mei Li. Like I said, I haven't watched it in a couple years. But anyways, I've been talking way too long. It's been like 8 minutes with me filming. I'm probably gonna have to cut some stuff. But anyways, let's go ahead and hop. All right, yeah, I went off camera and did like my foundation and concealer and also bronzer. And now I'm gonna put on some cream blush. The reason I'm coming back on camera to do this part is because I'm actually using this for the first time. This is the LA Girl Soft Matte Cream Blush. I want to see what it is and also give you guys a little viewpoint. So I just put a little bit right there. I don't know how pigmented this is or not. I think I'm just going to use my finger because although I have some clean brushes here, I don't really have one that kind of meets my needs with cream blushes right now. So we're going to use our finger. It's very pigmented. So it says soft matte. So I'm assuming it's going to be like a matte finish here. Oh, that's bright. Oh, that's bright. I might have put a bit much, but I love a little, you know, really blushed up look. Looks a little patchy here though, but we can make it work with some powder and stuff like that. But it's really pretty color. All right, now we're gonna hop into the palette. So I've got my face pretty much done, except for the Super Shock cheek. We'll do that in a second. I'm really wanting to hop into this palette. I went ahead and primed my eyes with the actual Colourpop's Party Proof Eye Primer. I bought this a while back and I haven't really used it that much actually, but I've used it a few times. I like it well enough. It's not like an all-time favorite or anything like that, but all right, I don't know where I want to go with this look actually. Like I have on red right now, so I'm kind of wanting to get into the reds. Honestly, but maybe mixing in some of the blue element, maybe, I don't know, or maybe doing like some red with a pop of blue in the corner or something fun, something cool. Maybe hop into the neutrals as well. I want to start maybe with this. Maybe we can use one color from each category. So I'm going to start with this shade Air Temple, and for the Air Nation or Air Bending, it's Air Temple, Air Blast, and Vortex. And so I'm gonna start with Air Temple here, and I'm just gonna put it on a nice fluffy brush, put it all in the crease. kind of like a almost yellow color actually, like almost a mustard. So here we're just placing this color right into the crease and blending it up a little bit. It's really got like a nice mustardy tone to it, which I was not expecting when I was first looking at it. I thought it was going to be like more brown leaning, but definitely more like a mustardy, brownish yellow kind of tone. All right, now next going into the reds, I'm going to hop into this shade here called Comet, and this one does have an asterisk next to it, so it has the eye safety warning. The fire discipline or the fire bending row is Comet, Dancing Dragon, and Fire Nation. And I don't know exactly what all these formulas is. I think this one is definitely, obviously this one's a matte, this one looks like a shimmer, and this one looks like maybe a matte with shimmer. So we're gonna go into Comet though, that red, like red shade, and I want to place that into the crease. So this shade was really, really nice. It kind of almost blended in with the yellow a bit, which, you know, can happen, of course, you know, color theory, red and or yellow make a little bit of an orangey color, but it was very pigmented and nice. Okay, you guys, so that red was really nice and pigmented, really beautiful. Now, the asterisk on it is an eye safety warning, meaning that the pigments may be used in it could maybe cause staining or irritation to the eye, so just be careful with that in case you have had that kind of issue in the past. But there's no glitters in this palette though, so that's really great. Okay, so this palette has a strange smell, you guys. I know I keep smelling it, but it's because there's like a glue smell to it. Maybe what they made the palette with. But okay, so the red was really nice and pigmented. I like the shade so far. Definitely have to do some blending out. So let's go into the shade Fire Nation right here. And I'm just going to wipe this brush off a little bit. Get some of that red off that we just used with my little brush cleaner. And we're going to go into Fire Nation. I think this is a matte with shimmers in it, which not my favorite formula. And I'm just going to take it along the edge here. Okay, next I'm going to go into this shade right here called Earth Rumble, which looks like a really, really deep green shade. I wonder how that's going to look with this red. We'll try it. Green and red are complementary colors or opposing colors, but they look good next to each other, something like that. Okay, so Earth Rumble is a matte, deep matte, and I'm going to take it on the same brush, but I've cleaned the brush, swiped it off. So this shade is really, really nice. It built up really nicely. I've tried to get a little bit of depth here with it, and it actually looks really nice with the shades that are already present on the eye. Alright, you guys, I'm really liking the way the look is coming out so far. I'm going to take one of these little thingies here, really good for picking up shimmers actually, and I'm going to go into the red shimmer here called Dancing Dragon. So we're mostly using all of the fire colors, but like I said, I have on red right now, so I feel like it matched with what I have on for this video. So I'm gonna put that onto the lid, majority of the lid with this. I would usually do this with a finger. I like to apply shimmers with a finger, but I don't want to get my fingers dirty right now for some odd reason. I'm just not feeling it right now. I'm not gonna take it all the way in. See, that shimmer is really pretty. It's nothing like wow spectacular, you know, but it's pretty. And then I'll do the same thing over here. Now for the inner corner, I want to pop into maybe one of the blues. I think I'm going to go into Water Tribe and I'll pop that into the inner part, and I'm just going to use this little thing again, but just using the other side where it's clean, and I'm just going to pop that into the inner part of the eye and also into the inner corner. This looks like a kind of duochrome shade. It's really pretty, and I think it'll give us the right little pop. So this shade is really, really beautiful. I was surprised when I started putting it on. It almost has like a shiftiness to it, and it's really gorgeous on the inner corner. Oh yeah. All right, I'm really liking the way the eyes have came out. So let's hop into the lower lash line. I don't know what I want to do with the lower lash line actually. So I kind of want to just keep it simple on the lower lash line because we got some fun on the top. So I think I'm going to go into this shade Earth Kingdom and just kind of brush that underneath the bottom here. Just kind of give it a little bit of okay, that shade is like a really like basic, you know, like staple shade kind of, but I feel like with this type of palette, especially with the collab palette, it's time to go all out, and like that shade I would not have put in here, but it's a nice good base shade. Like I understand why they put it in here, but it's kind of boring honestly. Let's go into this shade here now, Vortex, and again I'm just keeping it real simple on the bottom. I'm just gonna brush that as well, just all the way through. All right, for the lower lash line, I also just put just a tiny bit of that Water Tribe shade just in the inner part at the bottom too, just to kind of wrap everything together. And again, I'm just keeping it really simple with like a smoky brownish type of under eye. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and go into the rest of the products. I'm going to hop into the cream gel liners. I definitely want to use like maybe few of these, maybe one on the top, one on the bottom. I'm thinking it would be fun to do like the red shade at the top because we got the red moment, and then maybe something kind of a little bit lighter on the bottom, so maybe Aang's one on the bottom. So I'm going to use the one that is in the Zuko packaging, which is called Fiery Furnace on the top. And these are super creamy things, so it'll be easy to go over the shadows with it, just to give us a little bit more va-va-voom there. That's really, really pretty. And I didn't take it all the way in toward that lighter shade. I just kind of kept it right in the middle there, a little bit over. That's so pretty. Love that. That would be pretty on the lower lash line as well. But for the lower lash line, I'm going to go into this one, which is a bit lighter. Kind of give us a little bit of a pop under the eye. And since it was more neutral down here as well, I think it'll be really good. Oh, you know what? This one would be pretty good too. I think I'm going to go with this one though, just to spice things up. No, let's go with the other one. I think that'll actually just work better today. I do love a lighter liner in the bottom to kind of open up the eye, but I feel like this one will really go here, the one for the earth benders. This one is called Groundbreaker. I feel like this will just work better with the colors we have underneath there, and we're going to try to get as close as possible. I'm terrible at doing liner on the bottom, but that's why I love the Colourpop ones, because they're super creamy and they're easy to place. Now, I know people get like really into their eye and are getting it like right inside there. I can't. I can, but I can't. And I'm usually doing my makeup with like holding a mirror, and it's just a little bit harder. So that's as close as we're getting to the waterline. Okay, so that just gave us a little bit more oomph down there as well. I love it. I'm loving this eye look. Let's go to the rest using my little Oppa mirror. I mean, this is a bit small for me, my liking. But this is great for like when you want to do like little touch-ups and stuff. I'm gonna put this in my purse. Oh, like if I want to put on like some gloss or lipstick or something while I'm out. Okay, let's go into the Super Shock Cheek. I'm gonna go into this one, Got Glow, and again, super pretty. I'm just gonna use this Alamara little brush, and I'm gonna just highlight the cheeks. We're gonna hop right on in there. So we're just going back and forth with this highlighter, and I'm trying to build it up so you guys can see it a little bit on camera. It's a bit harder to see, but it is a really, you know, it's beaming. It's getting there. Okay, the highlighter is really pretty. It's got a little bit more like glitter particles than I would usually go for. It's more of their pearlized one, which is not my favorite. I didn't realize that this was like a pearlized Super Shock Cheek, but it's really pretty. It's like, it's giving me the glow I need. It's giving me the va-va-voom. It's just not my favorite of the Super Shock Cheeks. Anyways, let's go ahead and go into the last product, which is going to be the Fresh Kiss lip stain, glossy lip stain. I love this product actually. I don't know if everyone does. I don't know what the genuine consensus on these ones, but when they first came out with these and I tried them, I really liked the formula, so nothing has changed for that. I have a little bit of that lip product still on from the collection. I want to wipe that off here. Just a little bit. Still really nice and moisturized. Like I said, that lip treatment is really nice. I use it before I go to bed. Okay, let's go into this shade Fresh Kiss. Oh, that's bright. Let that dry down a little bit, and I'll be right back. All right, you guys, here I am back with the final look. I went ahead and put some mascara on and put some eyebrow gel through the eyebrows, and I'm back with the final look. This is it, you guys. This is me using many of the products from the Colourpop times Avatar collection. Okay. Well, you guys, let me go through each of the products and tell you which my favorites. If I had to recommend just like a couple products, I definitely say I love the palette. I like the palette. I don't love it because I still think the color story could have been tweaked a bit. And while this is Colourpop's usual good formula, you know, I still have my absolute favorite formulas from Colourpop. And while this is a nice palette and I really like it and would recommend it, I still think there's a couple things they could have tweaked, but overall it's probably one of my favorite things that I use today because I think this look is really pretty, it's fun, it's nice. So I also really would recommend the cream gel liners, but this is just because their formulas are really good and the packaging.
Okay, you guys, editing me here, obviously, not the same day. So for some reason, the end of the video did not record where I was telling you about the rest of the products and what products I would recommend. I didn't realize it until afterwards. It's like several days later, not several days, it's like a day later. But anyways, I was saying that I really like the palette, I really like the cream gel liners, and then I would definitely recommend the lip mask, the Fresh Kiss glossy lip stain, and also the Appa mirror. I just think that's a like staple thing to have, and it's also really cute. But the only thing I would not 100% recommend is the highlighter, which is mostly because I didn't realize it was, I realized it was pearlized. I said it in the video, but I didn't realize that was the formula of Super Shots that I don't enjoy. I like the regular Super Shot cheek highlighters, like those are faves. I've even panned a few, but the pearlized versions I don't really enjoy that much because they have a bit more like glitter particles and they're not as, in my opinion, smooth on the skin. So the highlighter is the only thing that I did not 100% enjoy, and I don't know if both the highlighters are pearlized. I didn't really pay attention when I was ordering. I was just like, let me get what I want before it sells out, which I didn't know if it was going to sell out or not. But anyways, I would pretty much recommend all the products except for the highlighter, and that's just because that's my own personal preference. The highlighter actually is a really beautiful color, but like I said, my personal preference, I don't like the pearlized formula. So yeah, this is pretty much the end of the video. I don't know what happened to the ending that I recorded, but if you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel down below, and I will check you guys in the next video very soon. Stay safe. Adios.